I was like, what is it with the F word just being like the best cuss word?
Fuck. Fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that the word you're trying to say, or is
Yeah.
it fudge? Or is it fuck?
No, like what the fuck? Like you know what I mean? Like sometimes it just feels good when you're having, even if you're having a stressful day on your own time, just be like, what the fuck?
Fuck!
You got water you don't need. Hello, friend.
What up, fool?
We switched sides today?
No, I could sit on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here. Hello. Oh, good. I just came from Carrie Thompson's new office.
I gotta finish this email real quick.
I'm hot.
You're hot? Hey, look, we matched. The hell?
Oh yeah, I guess I could have worn cowboy boots, but I don't own any. Facing the camera enough. Our conversations are from the side. I feel like I need to be facing, talking to it.
Well, you just gotta look at the camera when you answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sending out an email for the graphics for the party we're having. Charity being benefited.
Prom?
Chafee High School's backpack program for homeless high school children. I think I've told you, or maybe I haven't told you, but I have like all my notifications off. Did I tell you that?
You told me that you take your phone off, like you turn it off a lot. You just like put it away when you're doing stuff.
Put it away, put it down, and I just like my phone has no notifications at all whatsoever, and it's not linked to like any of my other Apple devices. So like if I get a message, I get a message and it's on my phone. But I was just talking to the design guy, and he said the same thing. He's like, I don't know how people can handle text messages because I get so many text messages.
Really?
Dude, a ton of text messages.
Oh shoot, I'm texting you then.
No. Like, I obviously try to respond to them, but look, like right now there's just 3 in the last 20 minutes.
Dang, you're popular.
But this, look, I'll show you. This is today. From here onwards, plus DMs, plus. So like text messages or DMs for me are like the worst to get to because I just get so many. Like if it's important, you're going to call me. And if it's business, you're going to email me. But when I get text messages, it's just so hard to get to them.
Can't please everybody.
Yeah, it's just it's a challenge. So okay.
You guys have what's going on with this new program? Apparently, there's a ton. Like, are you guys getting clients like right off the bat with this new program?
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah, you're good. Let's see.
Okay.
So yeah, so I mean with the new program, here, let me make sure I sent my shit. I sent this guy. Okay, I did. Perfect. Take the shit out of my pocket.
I feel like I need a booster seat. I need a booster seat. Too short.
All right. I'm gonna do my clap. There's a all right. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Hola.
Yeah. So this program, you're talking about the Dream for All program?
Yes. What is going on with this Dream for All program?
So it's providing people with 20% towards their down payment. It's a conventional loan program, so people can actually avoid mortgage insurance, right? So the state can give you your down payment and your closing costs, or you can get the down payment and then have the seller pay for the closing costs. So between Monday and today, I think I've already issued anywhere between $500,000 to $1 million in assistance, and today's only Wednesday.
Sheesh.
And it's limited funds. So that's the thing that I keep telling people. Look, it's this money will not last. This money will go away. It's a limited program, and so if you want to take advantage of it, you have to apply immediately.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need to run and tell all my buyers like right now. Or anyone listening to this or watching this, you need to apply right now.
Immediately. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the state of California has been in place with assistance programs since 1975. So it's not anything new that there are assistance programs. The difference is the amount of help that you're getting and how flexible this program is. So we're approved through the county of LA, the county of Riverside County. Wait, the county of Riverside County.
The county, the county.
The county of the county. Yeah, so Riverside and LA County, just to kind of give you an example on those, both of them provide you with 20%. So it's nothing new. These programs have been in place. The difference is the income component. And so if you're applying in Riverside County and you make 100,000 and you're single, you don't qualify. It's that simple. You make too much money. You have to be a large family to be able to, reserve those funds with the county of Riverside. But with this program, right now, this morning, I issued an approval for a client that makes close to $200,000 and they're looking in Orange County. So the income limit for Orange County is a lot higher.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
I'm
just a
sure.
family of two, right? So that's the biggest thing that if you don't get into these programs, there are still other programs, right? So if you don't purchase immediately, you can still get help. The difference is the flexibility of income and how much you're receiving.
So why is there a cutoff? Why is there like, okay, this is the start date to apply, and then this is like, who's cut off from it, and why are they doing that? It's just like excess money, like the government wants everybody to buy, or like what's going on?
Yeah, so these programs come into place. There was a certain amount of funds allocated for the program. And once that money is depleted, it's gone. That's the difference. So usually counties and cities run out of money as well. There's a certain portion that's allocated for these programs. Same thing with the state. They've allocated a certain portion. If that money is gone, then no more program. Last year, they came out with a 10% program. That 10% program had similar income limits as the county or the city. Really, really low. Like you couldn't exceed 60 to $70,000 a year. That was the income limit. So if you made
Mm.
100,000, you're not eligible for it. That program was depleted within 6 months. This one is double the amount, and the income limit is 2 to 3 times more the amount, which means more families are going to be eligible.
Wow. Okay, so are you getting a lot of leads coming in through just the office?
Past clients, people finding us on the website. So if you're looking for this program, you can go to calhfa.ca.gov.
Okay.
It has a list of lenders, right? There's only a certain number of lenders that can offer this program. And clients are applying directly with the state, and then they get referred to us as a preferred lender. So there's obviously a lot of agents where their loan officers don't offer the program or they're not well versed in it.
Yeah.
Um, I just spoke with a nonprofit that provides the education. So anytime you're using an assistance program, whether it's city, county, or state, or you're a first-time homebuyer, you have to take a class. You have to take an 8-hour course. And so one of the nonprofits reached out today and they said, "Hey, can you come in and teach all of our clients?" And so they're going to put on events in Ontario, in Riverside, multiple cities, so that we can go in there and educate consumers about this. And obviously, most of them are coming with no agents.
Very cool. I'm ready. I'm ready for all you buyers out there.
I know a good agent.
I know a good lender. We got you covered.
Yeah, so it's 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 a lot. It's a lot. I have people just emailing me and asking me questions, just like, "What's your interest rate?" It's like, I mean, that's like asking, "Well, what would you charge for a listing?" Well, that depends. What's your price point? How much are you looking to net? Are you doing full service or not full service? Are we taking drone pictures, not drone pictures? Depends on the level of service the client wants. Same thing with an attorney. Um, and so with us, like I can't answer that question until I actually speak with the person, um, get her a better idea of their credit scores, their employment history. The state of California has the interest rates posted every single day. You can look them up. They're public information for every single program, whether it's FHA, VA, USDA, the down payment assistance portion, and all of them are lower than going rates on any other program.
Wow.
That's good stuff. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure
It's just
it's gonna it's that site is gonna be flooded with people today.
yes, it's been flooded. It's been flooded. So it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. We
Well,
just got to take advantage of it as consumers and not let this go by. That's the biggest thing. If you've been on the fence, you just gotta like
like now is the time. Now is the time, guys. If you have been debating buying a house, take advantage of this, especially if before you didn't meet those income limits and now you might be able to. Take advantage. Go to the website that George listed. What was the website again?
no, don't go to the website.
Oh, don't go to the website.
Reach out to Gabby or myself directly. Right? You go to the website, they're gonna send you right back to me anyway.
Never mind. Don't listen to me, guys. Don't go to the website.
Yeah, just reach out to either one of us and then we can provide some guidance. What I get a lot from people is I've talked to so many lenders and they all just want me to apply immediately. Like that's the biggest thing. Like, yeah, submit your application, send us your paperwork, but they don't even take the time to ask the client pre-qualifying questions. Why am I going to have someone submit an application if there's an issue with employment, for example, or there's an issue with credit? Someone tells me I have a 500 credit score. Sure, you can apply, but I'm going to decline your loan, right?
Ooh, that's a good point. Okay, guys. So if you're looking to buy a house and you meet the following criteria that George is going to list off right now, then it might be worth your while contacting us to see if we can get you in a house in the next few months. So what are those few criteria that they're really going to want to have before even, reaching out and seeing what their options are for this?
So for this specific program, you have to have a 680 credit score. If you don't have a 680 credit score, you're not qualified for it.
Okay.
Now, if your credit score is lower and it's above a 620, then you can still get assistance, but just not for this program. So minimum 620 to get assistance, minimum 680 if you're looking at this specific program.
Okay.
You need to have a 2-year work history. It doesn't matter where it was at. So you could have been working at ABC company and now you're working at XYZ company and you've only been at XYZ company for a month. You're still eligible as long as you have a 2-year history.
Okay. 2 years consecutive work.
Correct.
Got it.
You can have employment gaps. So if you've had an employment gap, you can still qualify. Depends on the time frame. You can have gone to school. So your schooling and higher education can actually help cover the gap for a 2-year work history. And I would tell people you have to have at least $2,000 to $5,000 to be able to get started. And it's not that you're going to need the money, for example, on the purchase, because we may be able to get all the money from the program itself. But when you get out there with the client, you need to have your inspection money, your appraisal money, that's about $1,000. And you need to have an earnest money deposit, which is anywhere between, I don't know, $1,000 and $3,000. Like the lowest possible amount.
Yeah.
So I spoke with someone today and the question was, how much money do you have saved? And they said, literally nothing. I said, a couple $100? They're like, no, nothing, literally nothing. So most people that she's talked to in the past, she's talked to about 4 different lenders. She said, you know what? You're the first lender that tells me that I actually need money. Everybody that I spoke with before said, no money, no money, no money.
Interesting.
And then once I'm approved, then now they need money. So you always need money. If you don't have it, if you don't have a family member that's giving you a gift or it's not coming from your 401k or payroll, then don't apply. Because all that's going to happen is we're going to run the credit. And then 3 or 4 months from now, when you actually get the money, then we're going to have to run it again. And every time you apply for credit, especially with the lender, you have the possibility of losing 35 points, upwards of 35 points. So why risk it?
Yeah, I don't want to risk that. So definitely, guys, you want to make sure that you're meeting that criteria. So credit 680, at least some funds saved, whether it's yours or maybe a family member giving you a gift. I think $5,000 is a good starting point. And then definitely 2 years at your job. And if you guys meet that and you're looking to buy a house, please reach out to us. We are here to answer your questions and would love to get you in a home as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think it's just people giving themselves the opportunity. A lot of people are scared when they apply. Like they're just scared, scared, scared. You know that.
Yeah. Guys, don't get in your head over it. I think I tell my clients all the time, buying a house is not that scary. So, but it's just a stigma, right? It's like you're like so petrified to even take the risk on it that you don't even realize what you're missing out on. And, don't lose out on that because California property values are just going to keep going up and these programs, might not last for too long. So take advantage.
Yeah, I spoke with the gentleman last night. He was at the river actually, and he said, "Man, you make it sound so easy." I'm like, "It is. It's super easy. It's
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
It's super easy. It's super easy to get qualified, but it's getting over that fear of talking about your numbers and being transparent. Yes, I'm going to look at everything that you're spending money on. I'm going to look at your credit report. I'm going to look at your income. I'm going to see where you're spending every single dollar. But that's how I can tell someone you can actually afford it. But we make it simple. We make it simple. Just give yourself the opportunity. At the end of the day, that's all it is. If you get a thumbs up, now it becomes a choice, right? Do I purchase? Do I not purchase? If you decide to wait, not the best idea, but sure, that's an option. But if you don't find out where you are, you don't know what you need to do to get there. That's the biggest thing. You might not be ready. Most people aren't. You got to work on your credit. You only have 1,000 and you need 2,000.
Yeah, we have people that help with credit though.
Yeah,
so
of course.
we can always refer you guys out if you need credit assistance to kind of go in the right direction, or you just need someone to tell you this is what you need to do. Lay it out, do X, Y, and Z, and we will get you in a house eventually.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Are you getting a lot of inquiries from people on it?
I haven't had anything yet. I think that I needed to come in and talk to you first to see what was going on and get the
nitty gritty.
details. Yes, see if hopefully we'll be able to put something in to escrow soon.
Well, our client is taking advantage of it. I talked to him on, I don't know what day it was. I think maybe yesterday. I can't remember. But he's taking advantage of it. I presented it to him. I said, look, you can go with the 3% option. This is your payment. Or you can use this option and you save $700 a month.
Ooh, that's a big number. $700 is a car payment.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's saving $700 a month. He is saving about $20,000 to $25,000 on the cash to close. He's getting 20%, no mortgage insurance.
Okay, this is great news.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're learning this right now.
Yeah.
We're talking about it later.
Yeah. So with him, it's I give him a choice. And as a lender, my job isn't to choose your mortgage. My job isn't to tell you this is what it is. No. You have all these choices based on your specific situation. This is what I recommend. And then as a client, the client decides. Like they're the ones paying the mortgage. I'm not paying your mortgage for 30 years.
Oh, I tell people all the time, like the lender is the most important. So I tell everybody, like, you need to talk to George first before we go see houses because I want to make sure that they're getting the right information. And obviously, I'm like the most fun realtor to work with.
Yeah.
So, I want to get them excited with you and then come over to me and do all the fun stuff and they can get keys
They do all the
with
boring
me.
stuff with me. All the number stuff,
yeah.
it's not fun for most people. You get to do all the fun stuff.
I get to do all the fun stuff.
Yeah. How did the inspection go?
Ooh, actually, I was a little bit more shocked at our home inspection that we got on our escrow right now. Termite damages were like $10,000. The listing agent got a little sassy pants with me when I asked her for another additional $10,000 credit, which she quite literally told me this is unacceptable to request that much money. And I was like, it is 100% acceptable, and I'm going to ask for it because my clients are going to have to redo all the wood decking around their new home and their wooden carport. Like that's a safety hazard. And so, you know, I had to ward off the Karens of the world, and I pushed and I was able to get them $7,000 plus another additional five that we had originally received in the beginning of escrow. So in total, I got my clients back $12,000, which was a definite win. And you know me, like I will fight for my clients. So if somebody's not acting right or I have to deal with a sassy listing agent, like best believe I'm gonna handle it and we're gonna figure it out.
So you put on your Miss Sassy pants?
Miss Sassy Pants. Actually, you know what I was thinking about?
What's that?
I should have a podcast and it should be like Tea Time with Gabby.
Tea time with Gabby? Yeah.
Yeah.
You like tea?
I love tea.
Ew.
Ew.
It's like grass water.
Where does this come from? Like hot tea, iced tea? Like what? Grass water?
Yeah, it's like have you ever played sports?
When I was like 5, I had my whole 1-year soccer career.
Okay, so you've fallen on the grass
Mhm.
and your t-shirt has grass on it. So tea tastes like you took that shirt, ran it through water, and then all that water just went into a cup. That's what green tea to me tastes like.
Green tea, not like actual wheatgrass shots, because wheatgrass is literal grass that you
Yeah,
take a
see,
shot
like
of.
I could do a wheatgrass shot, but
What?
like tea is just like, ugh, no, thank you.
I'm interested in this. What in the world? What other things don't you like? What else is on George's palate that just doesn't bode well with you?
Onions.
Oh, I don't like onions either. I don't like raw onions.
Dude, I used to love onions. They're just add flavor to food. But since COVID, my palate changed big time.
Wait, mine too.
Yeah?
Yes. Okay.
Is that when you started liking onions or you liked them before?
No, so I hated onions.
Uh-huh.
And then I had COVID and it took almost a whole year to get like my full senses back.
Yeah.
And when I did, I started to be okay with them as long as they're like cooked or sauteed. And then I started really liking shrimp. And I used to like hate shrimp. I mean, it would disgust me when I would see it at the store, a restaurant, whatever it was. I'd be like, oh, shrimp, disgusting. Now after COVID, I'm like, I really like shrimp. It is the weirdest thing.
Same. So before COVID, I would eat a lot of steak. I would grill several times a week. And since COVID, like when I had COVID, steak or anything tasted like paper, right? Like as I was chewing on paper.
Yeah, that cardboard, like wet cardboard. That's literally what it's like. Your senses are like when you have COVID. It's so weird.
It just didn't taste like anything. And the things that I craved are the things that I hate, which were veggies and soups and like organic food. Those were the things that brought my taste buds back. Those are the things that I crave. Like, oh, I want a soup. I never want soup. I hate soup. I hate hot food. Or salads. I love salads now. I want a salad. And before, no, thank you. Now I'm like, oh, I want a salad or I want shrimp tacos.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why it messed with us that bad.
And then the thing is that onions, garlic, I used to love onions, used to love garlic. They taste like chemicals now. Like if I smell garlic powder, all I smell is like, it smells like aluminum, or just chemicals, like the same chemicals that you clean, like 409, for example, or Fabuloso. I don't know what you guys are using. That's what it smells like. And I could smell it as soon as I walk into a restaurant or as soon as someone's cooking something. I just smell chemicals.
That's awful. So it really did mess with your sinuses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And I cannot drink Coke. I cannot drink Sprite. They taste rotten. Rotten. Like the first time I started to get my taste buds back and I tried a soda, I'm like, damn, did this soda go wrong? Or like, I didn't know sodas had an expiration date.
So it's like the foods that had like the most flavor
Mm-hmm.
are like trash to you now. And then the stuff like a salad that really doesn't have a lot going on.
Oh, dude, I love salads now.
Oh, man.
And what was I going to say? So yeah, it really, I hated Dr. Pepper. Gross.
Who the hell hates Dr. Pepper?
Me.
What is wrong with you?
Now it's the damn soda that I could taste.
Okay, so now you like Dr. Pepper.
Yes, which I don't. I don't like. I don't drink soda often, but like if you go somewhere like, oh well, you know, you get a soft drink or whatever. I'll normally get water, but sometimes, yeah, I want bubbles. So I'll get a Dr. Pepper now. And before, God no, no. It really, really messes with my taste buds, dude. Big time.
That's so interesting. Okay, mine did too, but not to that extent.
When did you have COVID?
A year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years ago. I don't know. I hated it though. It took me a full month to actually get out of bed. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It was 4 weeks of being stuck in bed. It was awful.
It scared the fuck out of me. I couldn't remember numbers. I couldn't do math.
Oh, the COVID brain. COVID brain is a thing.
It is. It truly is. So obviously on the loan side, we have limits, right? Based on counties, kind of like I'm talking about right now, Riverside and LA. And I tried to work and I panicked. I was in my bedroom and I was trying to do numbers and I couldn't remember. And I pulled out a notepad. I tried to write them down and it would still not come back. I've been doing this for a long time. So when stuff like that started to happen, that's when I told Mike, I'm turning off my phone. Like,
I remember this.
yeah.
I remember, we did talk when you had it and you were really out of it too. Oh, yeah. I'm glad
It
that
was
I
bad.
recovered from that.
It was bad.
Hey, at least we have like a loaded immune system now. I mean, what is it, like natural immunity to it?
I guess. I don't know.
I guess. Well, I haven't had it since, and I've been around a lot of people that have, and I've been completely fine. So hopefully that'll keep that streak going.
It's I mean in my opinion it's probably like the flu, right? So like it's around. I don't think it's going away. It's just do you get the vaccine or not? That's a personal choice. I don't get the flu shot. God no.
Yeah.
That makes me sick. That makes me like so damn sick.
I didn't get vaccinated.
I didn't either.
Oh, yeah. I was going to, and then the weird thing is I was just like not convinced with it. And then I ended up, getting COVID naturally. And I was like, well, if I survived that, then I think I'll continue to survive it.
Yeah, so killing flies over here.
Oh, I thought we were just clapping.
I was trying to edit that clip where you said we're killing flies over here. I still got to get through it though.
I said that?
Yeah, in the last video.
Oh God, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
yeah.
Let's talk about our personality types, because I think that I would like at least my clients or the people that follow me to kind of learn a little bit about me and you, because I just think that's important. Well, I think it's important.
I think my clothes say everything about me.
Your clothes? Okay, but we're matching today, which is the best part of
That's
not
so
planning
weird.
this. It is, and I wish I had cowboy boots to really go with the theme. But yeah, we're all black over here, and the gold.
Let's see yours.
You see my
Are you
boots?
flexible or no?
Not really. Ugh. Doing gymnastics over here.
Yeah, I'm super flexible.
I do yoga 5 days a week, guys.
I sit every night and I stretch while I watch TV. So
Oh,
while I
okay.
watch TV, I do stretches. I've played sports my whole life, so you obviously need it like for running, for biking, or if you're playing soccer or whatever. They said I was too tall for the NBA, so I didn't get drafted. They said I was too big for the NFL, so that fell through.
Too big for the NFL? I'm sorry, were you trying to be a quarterback?
No, I was trying to be like a linebacker, one of those guys that scores home runs and stuff.
Home runs in football?
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're talking the wrong sport here.
No, but I stretch, dude. Do back exercises. I haven't worked out in a while. Like I could see myself like I'm thinning out, but yeah. So wardrobe and stretching. I wanted to see your shoes, get them on camera, but
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, those are my shoes. Ugh.
yeah, there you go.
Woo woo.
So your personality types. What is your personality? How would you describe yourself, Gabby?
How would I describe myself? Okay, well,
How would somebody describe you? Because that's two different things, right? How do you see yourself versus how do people see you?
And I think we're okay. Well, in that aspect, we're all our own worst critic. So, of course, I'm going to be super hard on myself. But if I think like my close friends were to describe me, they'd probably say I'm pretty extroverted for the most part. I'm really easygoing. I feel like I'm really nice. I definitely wear my heart on my sleeve, which is a good thing sometimes. Um, I like to eat yummy food. I like to go to fancy restaurants. Like my friends always know, like when it's my birthday, I'm always like, we're going to like the fanciest restaurant. We're gonna get dressed up. We're gonna go do that.
What
Um,
restaurant do you like to go to that's a fancy restaurant?
ooh, most fancy. Gosh. Okay, so Mastro's, and I've only been a few times to Mastro's, but their steak and their potatoes, bomb. Cream of broccoli, bomb. The best thing ever. So that would probably be like my restaurant of choice if it were up to me, for like a good old steak.
So if
But
someone wants to be on your good side, they got to take you to Mastro's.
or like, well, I mean, no, not necessarily. I'm good with like a
You should
taco
say
truck too.
yes.
But yeah, if you want, anyone
But
wants to take me to
yeah, of course,
Mastro's,
absolutely, 100%. Take me to Mastro's. Let's go.
yeah,
Yeah.
or just a good steak. I don't know, just anywhere with a good steak and potatoes. I'm like, yes, but I have to like really be in the mood for that because I'm not into meat sometimes too. Like I have times where I really just am like not wanting chicken, steak, any of that.
Ditto.
Yeah.
It's so weird, but only since COVID.
Yeah, like we're tying this into COVID. But gosh, I don't know. I feel like I'm just a very nice person. And I feel like I'm adaptable and like I can go, I can get super dressed up and be great doing that. And I'm also really good just being a homebody. And I love to just be like in my sweatpants at home. I live for that, like comfy clothes. And I mean, my friends and I do game nights.
Where do you
So,
guys play?
my friend Andrea's house. And
Hi, Andrea. How are you?
do you know Andrea? It's a
Absolutely
different Andrea?
not.
Oh,
But
I was like, wait. I was
hi.
like, she's a realtor too. Maybe. Well, maybe. But we play games and so I can do that too. I feel like I'm just a cool chick to hang out with, and I think I'm a really great realtor to have too because I feel like I treat everyone I work with just more like my friend and we have fun, right? Like we'll see houses and then we'll go grab a Starbucks or, grab food or something. I hear people talking in the background.
Yeah, I can hear him too.
Like hopefully that gets edited out. Okay.
You won't hear him.
Switching topics, but
So yeah, I think some people are really high strung, right? And I think that one of the biggest differences, well, some people are really high strung, some people are very easygoing. And when you look at social media, I was talking about this with Paco um, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe about a month ago. Paco's another agent, and he works out of the Riverside area. And he was just saying how when you're looking at social media, like if your personality on social media is the same person that you meet in person, right? People that follow you and see you, and then you're the same person. It's it's a hit because people have been gravitating to you and your personality and who you are versus being someone on social media and then when you meet someone they're a complete jerk or a dick or just someone completely different. I've experienced that many times with usually with agents, very seldom with lenders. I don't think lenders are that much outgoing. Most lenders aren't, but not the ones
yeah.
that I know. Um, but it's people are going to gravitate to you and your niceness, right? So you said you're nice. You're a nice person.
Yeah, I'm
You're a
definitely a nice
friendly
person.
person. You're someone that, yes, we can do business together, but we can also go grab something to eat.
Yes.
And you will go with me to have some tacos, but you'll also want Mastros. Like you can go and play in both areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where some people, it's like Mastros only.
Oh yeah, I can't hang with that type. Like I'm
I'm
no.
not.
Oh my God, or when you travel. Oh my God, let me tell you. We went on a trip and I didn't know anybody except for like one other person on this trip and we went to Mexico a few years ago. And it was such a good group of people that went except for one. And there's always going to be that one, you know what I mean? But like for the most part everybody was so laid back, so chill. I went like I went snorkeling, me and my friend we just, have a beer on the beach, whatever it is. But then we had the one that it was like attitude up the
Wazoo.
hoo-ha. Yeah, just attitude, negativity, like not wanting to do anything, like just couldn't chill. And we're like, dude, we're in Mexico, we're chilling, we're just here in the pool, like hanging out, having a good time. Like, just learn to live a little bit type of situation. But do you think I'm the same in person as I guess what people now would perceive me on social media? But not only that, but we barely started doing these videos, so I'm putting myself out there more now. So maybe this is new for people that follow me because they're like, wait, Gabby, it's not like her to be like, she's talkative, but it's not like her to be like
On camera?
on camera that often. Yeah, but I'm loving it. I'm really starting to love it. I'm like, I should have my own podcast now.
You should. It's we're just so afraid of judgment. All of us, most of us, right? We're afraid of judgment from others. And I was watching this other guy, I forgot his name, but I think I posted it a couple days ago. And he said, look, when you start doing podcasts, when you start really, really putting yourself out there, your true self needs to come out. Right? Your true self is going to come out in conversations because it's so much work to be fake. It's so much work to be that polished person every time. I almost curse right now, right?
Wait, oh my God, I try not to curse too. You know, the F word is my favorite.
I curse so much. The podcast that I did with Diego, I'm just like, we cannot upload that.
We cannot put this on the internet.
No, because I drop F-bombs all the time. Now, if I'm speaking with a client, it's very professional, right? I'm not dropping F-bombs. If I'm speaking with you, I try not to as much, but obviously they come out because we're friends. Same thing when I'm recording. It's like I try not to, but the natural me is going to come out. I'm going to drop F-bombs. I curse a lot, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I think it's just the best. I don't know what it is. And I just had this discussion yesterday with my friend. She was in the car with her kids. And we were like, obviously, I'm in her Bluetooth in the car. But, we're talking and she's just like, I just can't fucking do this and do that. And I'm like, you let it out, girl. But I'm like, wow. We just both agree to, even with her kid in the car, she was like, shit. But, here we are. So first you said the F word, then you said shit in front of the kids. And then you're like, yeah, whatever. Like, they're going to learn one day. But I was like, what is it with the F word? Just being like the best cuss word.
Fuck. Fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that the word you're trying to say, or is it fudge, or is it fuck?
No, like what the fuck? Like you know what I mean? Like sometimes it just feels good when even if you're having a stressful day on your own time, just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So that's the part, right, where putting yourself out there is vulnerability.
Yes,
You
know what? I have to say, like this being my second time, I'm like excited to come now to sit here and talk to you. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. If it's just because like my name is Gabby, so I'm just like predisposed to want to talk a lot. Or if it's just like I'm finding comfort in just like having this part of me like show up all of a sudden in this like environment. I don't know what it is.
I enjoy talking to people, and you're an interesting person. So I enjoy our conversations. You and I spoke this Sunday. You and I spoke last Sunday. Obviously, we speak throughout the week, but
yeah, normally we're just fighting, right?
Always.
No, I'm just kidding.
Always. Like the days that we don't fight is usually Tuesdays right at around noon.
And that's because we had tacos.
Exactly.
And so we're not fighting at that time.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Yeah. But every other day, put on the gloves. Sassy Gabby's coming out.
Sassy Gabby.
Sassy Gabby.
Tea time with Gabby. It's going to be a thing. Tea time with Gabby. And I'm going to have tea around, which you don't have to drink.
I know.
But I will have those little sandwiches. You guys know which ones I'm talking about.
Crumpets or?
What
are crumpets?
What are crumpets?
Is that like little sandwiches?
No.
What are crumpets?
I don't know. I think crumpets are they're like a pastry item.
Oh.
They're like a raised dough. It's like raised bread. I think it's a pastry. But like tea sandwiches.
Like little tiny ones?
Yeah, with like the cucumber and the...
Little picnic sandwiches?
Yes. But like tea time with Gabby, and we'll just like, I don't know, talk about the world or like talk shit about people. I don't know. Something that has to do with like it's tea time.
Well, I think that's a positive thing. I think that's a great thing. I think that, again, going back to what Paco said, so Paco's been in the industry a really long time. And he reminded me of something when he was talking to Mike. He said, "Hey, you know what? How long have you been with Mike?" And I said, 21 years, 21 years.
Yeah, you guys have a long relationship.
Yeah,
I don't know why he hasn't put a ring on it yet.
it's right here. What are you talking about? We just don't tell everybody what it is. So he said, when you were young, when you first started in the industry, he said, I think you were a couple months in the industry. You reached out to me and you asked me about social media, right? How am I working on social media? What's working? What's not working? And so he's like, I want to give kudos to you because you took that advice and look what you're doing now. Um, and I'm putting myself out there. People are going to judge me. Like, regardless of whether I do this or not, people are going to judge me. My dances on TikTok
Yeah.
or pictures on Instagram. And sometimes that's the part that you asked earlier, like who you see yourself as a person versus how people see you. Because I know the perception. I know what people assume because it gets told to me in private DMs, it gets told to me to my face. Um, I know what it is, but there's just so many sides of all of us. You're not
Oh,
just a
yeah.
realtor, right? You're not just a realtor. There's a bunch of other stuff, including all that scary stuff that we talked about, you know? Um,
Yeah.
and so I think the way that I look at you is that you're a bubbly, nice person, but you're also people's Johnny Cochran when you're fighting for closing costs,
Oh, that's
right?
so true. Like
You put
I'm
on your gloves to fight for your clients, which is very different than the conversation you and I are having now.
yes,
You're
like
never rude. You're not a jerk. Um, and you're really like invested in the people that you're actually trying to help. And I think that's one of the reasons why your clients actually gravitate to you. And then you become friends, right? Not every client it's going to be your friend. I get that. But it's a much better relationship when your clients appreciate you. I just had a client leave us a review. He just purchased his house. And part of what he said in the review is it's not just the business aspect, it was all the personal conversations that I had with George.
oh.
Um, and so I was able to connect with him on a different level. With him and his family, they just bought their house like 2 weeks ago. And so, yeah, I think putting yourself out there is always vulnerability. People will judge.
Oh no, we're low
Um,
power mode.
yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
People will judge, man. But people are going to judge regardless. Some people are going to like you. Some people are not going to like you. And I'm okay with that.
That's very true. Like here's me on a good or bad day, take it or leave it. But I appreciate your how you said that you view me. I do appreciate that because I love to be look. I guess I love to be looked at that like I like nice and like bubbly like you said, but also yeah, like I'll fight back if I need to fight back. Like little but mighty because definitely I can get a little attitude if it comes to needing to fight for people that I care about or love type situations, which and my clients are my friends. So like yeah, if you're close to me, like I'll fight for you.
It's people can't be two dimensional. That just doesn't fucking work. Like it doesn't. Um, in our industry or in sales, you have to somewhat sort of be a chameleon. So I have a
Mm.
client right now that's in escrow, and we were having an issue with the verification of employment. And part of what I told my processor, I said, "Hey, look, when you call, I need you to use these words. Trust me, every single time I say this and this followed by this, we will get what we need." And sure enough, it worked. But I'm
Hmm.
very, very careful on the business side. I'm very witty, so I can come up with a lot of stuff, off the cuff. But when it comes to like the professional business, like you don't just get good by being witty, for example. You get good by practice and practice and practice and scripts and figuring out what works in different situations. Some people are D personalities, which means you need to talk to them super quick. Stop giving me all the salad. Stop giving me the dessert. Give me the meats and potatoes. I got to get off the
Oh,
phone.
like cut straight to the point.
Cut straight to the point.
Okay.
And then there's people that you need to talk to them about family, and you need to talk to them about different things that make them feel good. And so if I was always the same person on every single call and I was the meats and potatoes guy, and I have a person that is very emotional, it's not going to work.
How do you read into that though? Because I would love to be able to read into that more.
You have to study personality profiles. So a good way to find out who you are is to take a DISC test.
Ooh.
DISC, DISC. That will tell you who you are naturally, and it'll tell you who you adapt yourself to be in different situations.
Dang, wouldn't it be awesome if like everybody we worked with, like that would be like our prereq, like
Everybody in this office.
take a disc test before we decide if you fit with us in like a business level. That is so smart. I guess some employers do that. That makes sense. But like for our clients, like just out of curiosity, like maybe if you meet someone and it's like not working out and you're not vibing, maybe you can be like, oh, like what's your personality type? Like throw that into a conversation to find out. But I still agree, and like I've told you this before, I agree that the people that are meant to work with us are going to work with us. And it has to do with how we are on a personal level and how we associate with them. And people that don't, that's fine. Like, you know, there's someone else that might bode well with them, but it's maybe not us. But this disc testing I'm interested in now.
Yeah, so DISC, we do it for every employee, for every applicant as a loan officer. When I, interviewed, like our processor, when I've interviewed for assistant, it's like, okay, I like this resume. You need to take this test. I need this test within 24 hours, and then we're setting up your interview.
Wow.
Because that tells me the type of person they are. That tells me how well they're going to work with our team. We can't have the success that we have by just me doing loans or just by Mike doing loans. It's obviously a team effort, and we have to work with each other.
Yeah. Dang, maybe I need to take one.
Yes.
Take it afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll see where I stand.
Look at your results and then see. It's I took my first DISC test when I think I was in my teens. I had been 17 to 19 years old. And one of the things that we found out is that Mike and I are very, very similar. Why do we work so well together?
It's so interesting.
Drivers, like 100% drivers. We're the meats and potatoes guy. Like
really?
Yes.
I don't see you being just the to the point meats and potatoes guy.
No, the way I receive information.
Oh.
The way I convey information is a little different depending on the person.
Interesting.
Highly competitive. The difference is Mike likes to make it known when he's competing. I don't like to make it known when I'm competing. It's a very different dynamic. And so Mike, as Mike maybe at the time had been in the industry, I don't know, call it maybe 10 years. And so he had to figure out a way how to motivate this young kid. And so he's like, oh, this kid is highly competitive, but he doesn't like telling people. This kid is a driver, so he likes to get information quickly and to the point. And so then you have to figure out who your other partners are in your team and how do they get motivated. It's sometimes it's really challenging when you have a certain personality. I don't need nobody to wake me up. I don't need nobody to hold me accountable. Don't call me. I don't need that coach.
So, okay, so do you, and like a little off topic, but on topic at the same time. So are you the type where like you like when it comes to like love language, similar thing, right? So are you the type you're like, you like positive words of affirmation?
No, physical.
Oh, okay. But like, so you don't like to hear like, oh, you're doing good, you're doing great from like peers?
I could care less.
Really?
Doesn't motivate me, doesn't drive me, doesn't push me.
Okay, so you do it all by yourself. You're just like, I'm ready to go. Like,
I don't need nobody.
In my mind. Nobody.
In my mind, like that's how I function. Like I function off of negativity. Sounds weird, But I learned that very early on. I learned that I don't get motivated by striving for a goal. I get motivated by teachers telling me, looking at me as a kid, like, why are you dressed up? Oh, I have
Oh,
an
like
appointment.
revert. Okay, I'm like the same way. Like if you tell me not to do something or you talk down on me, I'm gonna show you otherwise, sort of situation.
Exactly.
So I get you to that point, but I do feel like I do need a little bit of like support from like friends normally. Like I like to get my text messages from my girlfriends, like, "Oh, hope you're having a great day." I'm like, "Oh, like
I'm going
that
to start
helps
doing
me."
that.
You know what?
I'm going to start doing that.
To me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh, I hope you're having a great day.
like something simple like that really will change my
It might be
mind
a
and
gift, though,
attitude.
because I like using gifts.
Is it if it's a Starbucks gift card? I'll
No,
gladly
not
take it.
a GIF. A GIF? Can you call it a GIF?
Oh, I thought it was a gift.
No, no, no. A GIF or a GIF. I don't know what people call it, but yeah, so like that, right? So the thing is identifying and knowing who you are as a person. I think a lot of us don't reflect and understand, okay, how do I get motivated? Am I motivated because I'm running towards something or am I motivated because I'm running away from something? I run away.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
run towards.
I'm I get in my you know what's weird is I'm easily impacted by words. And I hate that about myself, but it's like I am just so easily impacted by it. Like if someone says something mean to me or I'm arguing with someone and it hurts me, it stays stuck in my brain for like the longest time and I'm just there like, "Oh my gosh, I really am what they said I am." And then I have to really like bring myself back to reality and be like, "Oh my god, like that's not you." Like, don't let other people tell you who you are or let like their words affect you or at least try because I know they do. Like words can hurt people, but I'm on my own personal self journey, I'm like I need to understand like that's their issue and their problem they're projecting on me, but like I know who I am and I got to stop letting people's words hurt me because I can't let my day be affected by assholes. Like I don't want that.
Dude, people are just so mean. There are a lot of mean people out there. And if I paid attention to a third or a fraction of the negativity that comes my way on social media,
Ugh.
God, I'd be so
But
unhappy.
you get so many good supporters too, though. Like you have so many people in your corner, and it's the weirdest thing that like the general public is literally like rooting for you, right? And you're like, what the heck? Like my best friend can't even root for me, or my partner, or whoever else. And you're like, why are these strangers that I don't even know giving me more like of an oomph or a pep in my step for my day? It's interesting to me, but they like strangers are more supportive in a weird way. But then you, of course, you have your few, Karens of the world that could, bring you down. But aside from that, like, I think it's the good people that keep you going, right? Because you're not going to give up like your dance videos. You're not going to give up any of that. Like, you're going to do you and take it or leave it sort of situation.
Going back to knowing yourself and taking self inventory and how you get motivated, what helps you, what doesn't help you, is also understanding the reality of the world. And the reality of it is family and friends, and this
Mm-hmm.
is, I would say, across multiple businesses, are there's only a select group within your family and friends that support you. It's really, really small, right? Like that are your
Super.
super cheerleaders, right? Like they are shouting from the mountaintop to support you.
My family is not like that. Let me take that back though. My grandparents, not like that. No support there, no support from my mom, nothing like that. It's always just like you could do the best thing in the world and it's like, right? But like my aunt, uncle, great, supportive. We talk all the time, help each other out through life situations. But it's just oh gosh. So when you're like you growing up, like the way you talk about like your mom and dad, it seems like they're very supportive, right?
No.
No?
See, that's the thing.
Wow. Okay, see.
So
Misconception.
that's yeah, so and we've talked about it with my mom. My mom, it's kind of like what Mike says. Oh, you closed the loan? That's your fucking job.
Great job. Okay, bye.
That's your job. So
Oh, yeah.
if you
Okay.
close the loan, that's your job. Oh, you got a certificate for perfect attendance? You're supposed to have perfect
Yeah, like that's
attendance.
the bare minimum.
Right.
Got it.
So that's how my parents were. My parents they were super supportive. I felt it, but I didn't hear it, right? Like my
Mm.
parents were just, if I had a performance because I was in band, or if I was playing on a team, they would be there. So definitely always showing support. But my parents were always, you can always do better. You can always do better. I just had an appointment with the teacher. He's looking to purchase a house, and one of the things he teaches fourth grade, and I told him, I said, I remember fourth grade, I had to read A Wrinkle in Time. That was the homework assignment. That my mom went to the damn school and told the teacher, "Can you give him book reports for summer school?"
Oh, that's a bummer.
So all I
Why?
had to do during summers was like read books and do a whole bunch of book reports, and those were the expectations. Like it wasn't like you're doing so good. Like at in high school, I was ahead in credits. I think I only needed 2 or 3 classes to potentially graduate, so I would just ditch. I would ditch all the time.
How I
Um,
passed senior year math? Buying my teacher Starbucks every morning.
yeah,
That's how I got through.
teachers would tell me like, "Hey, this isn't a correspondent course. You're not in college." I'm like, "Okay, give me an F. Shit, I don't care." Like, I my mom always wanted me to do more. Always do more. Like I
Mm.
was a freshman playing varsity, and it wasn't like, man, I'm so proud of you, son. It was like, yeah, you're fucking good. You should be on varsity.
Oh, sometimes you just want, I get that, but sometimes you really just want the, like, you want to hear it. And I see it in little kids. Isn't it weird to see little kids now and how you see like parents talk to them and you can totally see the difference between like parents that are like actively like being supportive and parents that are just kind of like, eh. Like it's such a game changer. It's like with little kids, like you need to make sure that they know like, hey, you're doing a good job. Even if you know they're doing a good job and you think they could do better, like they need that because if not, they're going to constantly think that they're like a failure or they're not good enough and then they start questioning themselves.
All and again, it's not an issue for me. I agree with you though. I agree with words of affirmation, for people, but because I don't need it, it's hard for me to I give compliments. I love giving compliments, and I love, appreciating people. Right? um,
Let's go.
I love appreciating people, but it's it's something that I've had to change. My mom has ran teams, like sales teams, and she's always like, you have to encourage people. You have to give people words of affirmation and telling them that they're doing a good job. But on my side, uh, up on, I don't know, somewhere in the cubbies
Hmm.
are all the awards that I've gotten for my production. Are they up?
No, but
Right?
you know what you did.
But I'm supposed to have a big plaque of our awards. I don't put it up. What do I have up? Charity stuff. I just it's not the goals and the things that I accomplish are not motivational for me. What's motivational for me is someone telling me that I can. And so I think it's identifying that. Like what makes you feel good? What works for you? What works for me might be something different for someone else. Um, but once you identify and you do your disc profile, how am I naturally? How am I around others? How do I work well with these other personalities? Your clients will easily tell you the type of personality they are, or even when you're dating, what type of personality is that person? If you know the personality profiles, you can easily be like, oh, this guy's an influencer. He just likes to talk. This girl is someone who's just pleasing everybody. This is a people pleaser. So, how do I work with the people pleaser? How do I work with the person that is an influencer? They
How
want a
many
lot of
types do you think there are? Like, okay, let's think of all the
4 personalities.
four. And you think that's we can generalize that for most everybody in the world out of 8 billion people we can say for the most part we
For the
can
most part.
categorize people in these four
And then
areas.
if you look at the psychological profiles, they're I think a little bit like extrovert, introvert, Um, but we're all on a spectrum of personalities, but you lean more towards something. And so I can, when I'm speaking to someone and I ask them the question and I say, hey, you know what, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Gabby asked me to get in contact with you. You have some questions in regards to purchasing a home. I'm your lender. What questions do you have? How can I help? So, like, I can open with that very quickly, right? If they talk for 10 minutes, like, I know what personality they are.
Okay. And if they
If they
talk for
talk
one,
for 30 seconds, hey, you know what, George? We'd just love to buy a house. We want to get some details. We don't know what questions we have. Can you kind of fill us in? Deep personality.
interesting.
So,
Before we're done with this, I
Yeah.
do, because I know you have your appointment, but I do want to do like a quick maybe intro video that we can post.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just be like, hey, I'm like, just go off of it. Like, hey, I'm Gabby, local realtor here. And then like introduce.
hi, I'm Gabby, local realtor here.
Hi, I'm George, your local lender.
Nerd. Okay. So, quick intro video.
Yeah, there's like something you can use for like a. All right. Hello, my name is Gabrielle Hedley. I am a local realtor here in the Rancho Cucamonga area, but I work all of Inland Empire, Orange County, and LA areas. So if you are looking to purchase a home or sell a home, you can feel free to reach out to me. I would love to get to know you. And this is my lender, George, with me. He's absolutely fabulous, and we work incredibly well together.
Hey guys, George Merlos. I love working with Gabby. If you guys have,
If you
guys have any financial questions related to buying a home, selling a home, or credit, feel free to reach out to Gabby and myself.
And you know what? The avenue kind of worked.
Av?
Because houses are on avenues.
Yeah. Do you ever
Fun.
miss it's funny because sometimes when I'm writing, like let's say to write 100,000, I'll sometimes write the zeros first and then the one. Or instead of writing like holiday hero, like how it's up there.
You write hero first?
Yeah.
Are you okay? You got the
Dude.
COVID brain a little too much.
I'm serious. Or I'll end up putting le day or day, and then I'm like, fuck, I forgot the beginning of the word. And then I gotta go back. Does that ever happen? to you?
Isn't that like dyslexia kind of?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was full on words. I thought it was just with like
I mean that
Right.
is dyslexic. I mean, just depends, I guess, your level of dyslexia, but that happens a lot with numbers and
Oh.
words or even speaking.
Interesting. I mean, I get brain fog. Sometimes I'll be doing something and then I like zone out and I'm like, what was I doing? And I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what the fuck?
What the
Let me
hell?
see. We still got time.
Okay. Do you want to do another intro video since you messed up on the have?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Oh, you can
'Cause-
edit it?
Well, yeah, because I
Oh.
stopped saying. So, hey guys, what's up? George Merlos here with Gabby, local lender in Rancho Cucamonga, part of the Mike Barrios team. If you guys have any real estate related questions, feel free to reach out to Gabby and myself.
Hi guys, my name is Gabrielle Hedley. I am your local down-to-earth realtor here in Rancho Cucamonga. I also work, all the Inland Empire, Los Angeles County, and Orange counties, and I would love the opportunity to meet with you. If you have any questions, we're here for all your real estate needs.
She's a sassy realtor.
Sassy and Tea Time with Gabby.
Yeah, there you go.
Future podcast. Maybe.
Future podcast. Yes, we're gonna hold her to it.
As long as I can borrow George's equipment.
Yeah, we'll film it. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, good times.
So yeah, dude, I think it's in life you just learn, man. I think you learn to deal with people. In our business, you have to learn how to deal with different personalities. So the listing agent might be one way, a client may be a different way.
Yeah, she was a biatch.
Escrow may be a different way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's that's why I know when I told my processor say this, and this. It's because there's certain keywords that trigger people. There's certain tone that you use when you speak to people. It's why it's like the gatekeeper, right? So back in the day, there were real estate offices with agents in them.
People, yes.
Yeah.
There were literally people working in offices.
And there was a receptionist, and that receptionist would not let you in to get back to the agents if you didn't create some kind of rapport. So now, how do I create that rapport with the person I don't know,
Uh-huh.
with an office I haven't worked with? So it's like, so it's that mind fuck. What is she wearing? What can I compliment her on? Right? How can I bring her guard down? Or do I know something about the office? Do I know something about the agent? It's always figuring out different people because different people have different levels of entry. Same thing with clients, same thing with listing agents, same thing with employers. If I need them to, fill out the verification of employment the proper way, they could say, "Screw you, just use the work number." Well, the work number's wrong. Well, that's our service. We're not doing anything else. They can literally tell me that.
Mm,
That's going to affect the client's qualifications. So how do I approach it? There's strategies. But the same thing applies to personal relationships. Like when you see a dude, when you see a girl, it's like figuring people out. It's a skill.
I need to learn those skills, man. Because I'm just like, hello. Like, hi, it's me. Like, take it or leave it. But I don't take the time to maybe understand people's personality types. Interesting. I have to look into that.
People are different. I'll send you the test. I'll send you the test. The disc. It's a free test.
Yeah, I'm interested to
It's a
see.
Tony Robbins test. So Tony Robbins has a test. There's a bunch of different ones, but I like the Tony Robbins ones because it's pretty extensive. And then just answer it to the best of your ability.
Mine's going to be like, loves to hustle, but also likes to hang out in PJs and watch Netflix series.
I don't think they're going to use the word hustle on something
I
like
know.
that.
Like, likes to work and
Likes
take
to work hard.
charge. Like, you know what? Actually, I've done tests before where it always said that I would have been a diplomat, but
Mm,
I don't think anyone would want me to run this country.
a diplomat. Gabby as a diplomat. I
Yeah.
could see it though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see it in myself because I get shy sometimes. Like, I get really shy. And then
You're not shy right now.
I'm not shy right now. That's true. But then I know you.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What
It just
feedback did
depends.
you get from just like those little clips that from people or friends? Did you get any feedback?
Everyone was laughing at my mic moment. I don't know if you guys saw my mic moment, but I really was not sure if I could move the setup. So I just left it as it was and I went around. But yes, the mic does move. I can confirm and that won't happen again. But I think it was funny.
I think it was
And
funny.
everybody was like sending me messages with like the laughing emoji. So I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah.
I was fine with it. You can't be too hard on yourself.
Well, filming with women is very different than filming with men. You guys, so like for example, the lighting that we have set up right now is a certain way. Um, it was different last time.
To make me
Right.
look beautiful.
You guys are just so.
We have needs. We're needy. I need good lighting, okay?
I look fat.
Oh.
That's
well.
how you look. Like I
Actually,
mean,
yeah, the camera did add some like weight
it
to my
does.
face, but
does.
I knew that just in general. So I'm like, whatever.
Well, that's the thing though, right? But women are, focused a little bit more on looks, or I don't like the way I sound, and so men, it's very different. I can make them look like fools, but with you, I was wanting to be careful. I was like, I know this is funny right here, but I also want to be respectful. You know what I mean?
See, and
Like,
that's my personality though. Like, I like humor. Like, I will be humorous with myself, and that's why I was like, yeah, send it to me. I'll post
Yeah.
it. Like, I don't care. Like, because I'm dorky sometimes, or I have my little ditzy moments where
someone
it's like
commented on your TikTok. They said,
to give me coffee.
well, that too. No, but they said still a goofball. Like maybe someone who knows you.
Still a goofball. Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am kind of nerdy sometimes. I don't know.
You're yourself. You're yourself. And so you're going to work on the disc profile. I'm going to send that to you.
Yes.
You're going to work on your podcast, which I can help you with as well. What else
It
are
could
we
be
going to
tea
work on?
time with Gabby and George.
Tea time with Gabby and George.
Yeah.
Except, like, I'll
Tea and
drink coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. But the tea time is because tea time is like, oh, spill the tea. Like, that's like the cool kids are saying, like, catch up on what's going on in the world or, real estate, mortgages, all that good stuff.
I thought it
So,
was called Sneaky Link.
Sneaky link.
Yeah, that's
I
what the
feel
kids
like
are
that's
calling
when
it.
people are like doing bad stuff behind their partner's backs, and I'm not going to condone any of that, but I will condone tea time.
Yeah, tea time. I drank tea when I did a diet.
The only time you drank tea.
Yeah. So it called for black coffee or tea. And since then, I started drinking black coffee. This was
Ooh, okay.
probably 18 years ago, maybe. And since then, it was like I got used to black coffee, but I try to do the tea. I'm like, oh, because I couldn't do black coffee. And I try to do the tea, and it's like, I can't. It's just, no, it's not for me.
I'm like on a mission now to like find
Find
a
a tea
tea
that
that
I
you
like.
might like. Maybe like iced. Do you prefer iced drinks or hot drinks?
I prefer hot.
Okay, I think I could find something.
I've had, you know what I had? A a chai tea latte.
Oh yeah, okay.
That thing did not let me sleep. What the fuck?
Really?
It had, like, and then people were, yeah, on my TikTok. They're like, "Well, duh, it has caffeine."
I didn't know chai. I didn't realize chai had caffeine, but yeah, chai tea lattes are amazing.
That was good. And my
Huh.
Keurig. That's the
So,
only one that I have liked.
okay.
But next time you bring me one,
Yeah.
oh, that could be like a little, theme. Like, oh, George tries a different tea now.
Oh, yeah, try different stuff.
All right, I have some questions for you here before we finish up.
Okay. Preguntis.
Here, let's do this.
What is my favorite color? No, black, obviously.
You like my my phone case?
What's on that?
Huh?
What's on it?
It's our clothing line.
Oh,
Um,
his phone case is pink,
yeah.
but it's a hot pink, so we'll let it pass.
Laura saw it last night or the night before, and then she's like, "Pink, yeah, you're getting pretty gay." Um, so we'll do rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire questions. Okay, I'm prepped. This one I'll make sure I look good. Woo, let's go. Okay.
What time do you usually go to bed at night?
Ooh, I'm kind of a night owl. Maybe like 11 or 12. Normally, I can fall asleep by 11 or 12.
All right,
Okay.
let's see. What were you afraid of as a child?
Spiders and snakes.
Why?
Spiders just gross me out, but now I'm fine with them. Like, I'll kill them. I'm not as scared of them, but as a kid, I was like terrified of spiders. And then snakes just have always freaked me out. They're just like slithery and weird, and nope, I'm not into reptiles that much.
Yeah, me either. Let's see. We'll do a few more. What is your hidden talent?
My hidden talent? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know if I have a hidden talent. Maybe I'm pretty decent at like salsa dancing. I think, at least in my mind.
All right, guys. So Gabby, for her next post, is going to do a salsa video.
Yeah. Salsa with Gabby. We're just going off on tangents now.
No, you should. I do salsa all the time.
I don't know if that's like a hidden talent though.
Well, if no one's seen you do it, then yes, it's a hidden talent. Social media hasn't seen it. I think we want to see it.
Okay, we can plan that.
Salty or sweet?
Both.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs for sure.
Work or play?
Play.
Night out or night in?
Night in.
Fresh food or fried food?
Fresh food.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Oh my gosh. Freaking like anything gummy. Gummy bears, gummy worms, chamoy gummy bears. That's my guilty pleasure. Sweets.
What mythical creature would you believe was real?
Oh, the Loch Ness Monster. I know the Loch Ness Monster is real.
Oh my God, we're going to go hunting for
Whoa,
it.
Nelly.
What do you wish you learned sooner?
What do I wish not to care what people think about you.
Elaborate.
I feel like I'm just learning again to stop letting people's words affect me because they do. And so I'm learning like to love myself more, to be more open, to be more vulnerable, but also protect myself and only surround myself with positive, like minded people and people that are supportive, and just trying to shut down any sort of like bad energy being sent my way.
I think loving yourself is a big thing. And I don't think many of us love ourselves to the degree that we should. So
Yeah.
Jordan Peterson, one of the rules that I heard him say, I don't know if it's in a book, but he said treat yourself as if someone that you care for.
Oh man, and I treat other people better.
Correct.
So like in my like especially even in my like romantic relationships, my and friendships, I will take care of others way more than I will take care of myself.
Correct.
And it's a blessing and a curse, but I am trying to like really prioritize myself more so that I can be better for those people. But like I definitely like I am a lover. I just love and love and love and love. But unfortunately sometimes I get back people that take advantage of that love. So it's like it's kind of it's tough being, more empathetic than anything, but I think that I'm working on it and I'm getting better at, you know, like taking care of Gabby for sure.
So you know how you said that when you see kids and they need positive affirmation and encouragement, and you could see the difference,
And
right?
I didn't get that, so I think that that's a big indicator of why now I really strive off of people just telling me like have a great day, or my girlfriend's hyping me up, or like my significant other telling me, oh, you look beautiful. Like it's things like that that I really appreciate because growing up I didn't get a lot of support like that. And I was just like, I just was like this little loving kid that wanted that and I didn't get it. And so now I'm like, wow, like it's rough, you know? It's like,
Well, that's part of the thing that I would say, right? When you recognize that, when you know that that's something that you need or like to have, it's more or less like understanding that the person that you're taking care of, so taking care of yourself as if you were someone that you were responsible for, that person you're responsible for needs that, right? So if that person
true.
needs that, then give that to yourself. How do you give that to yourself? It's attitude of gratitude. Like, what am I grateful for? I think of dumb things, but like my eyesight or my ability to walk, the fact that I'm healthy, the fact that, so many, I wanted to say a joke, but so many things that I'm appreciative and grateful for because I'm not going to depend on others to make me feel good or bad. I'm not going to depend on others' opinion of me to make me feel good or bad. Unless that person is valuable in my life, then everybody else's opinion doesn't matter. Right? If
Right.
it's someone who cares about me and they're telling me something and I need to fix something or I need to improve on an area in my life, okay, I get it. Constructive criticism. But if it's from a stranger, the fuck? The
Like,
fuck?
no, thank you. Yeah, that's true.
So it's giving that to yourself and recognizing the people that give that to you. Those positive affirmation words, I've said it many times, like I don't need them. Like I love myself
I love the hug though. I'm
so much.
with the physical thing, I'm such a hugger. Like my dude literally gets mad at me because he's constantly like, why do you need to be touching me? And I'm like, I just love you so much. And like the way that I show my love is like, I just want to hug you and squeeze you. And like they're not like that.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, I just want to like be
It's
there physically, you know? So that's mine too. So I get that. But um others need the positive affirmations. Others are like gifts or whatever. You can be like a mix of a few of those. But I mean, I'm just always gonna be a lover. I'm always gonna give the love, even if I don't get it back in the way that I think I deserve sometimes.
it's do you read?
Um it's like, do I read? I listen to more podcasts than I read now, but I have like a library. Like I have a solid set of books that I need to read, but my problem is I'll start and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to read like a chapter a day. And then after a week, I get through like half a book and I'm like over it. It's
Yeah.
so weird. I hate that I do that, but I'm trying to be better this year about actually reading my books because I have like a legit library
Yeah.
almost.
And so do you Audible more or no?
I do
Not
my
really.
I do my podcast. I'm really big into Mel Robbins and Jay Shetty, and I feel like I listen to them every single time I'm in the car, and they are like what pumps me up. Because they kind of hit all things like work, personal, spiritual relationships, like, and you get like a good like a little nugget of advice from both of them. And they're just great. Like, if you guys want to listen to a podcast, Jay Shetty, Mel Robbins, fantastic. Like, listen to it in the car. Um, yeah, those are my two mains. But do you read books?
I do. I do. I read. I don't like Audible, and I don't like listening to podcasts.
Okay. So you like to just be in like silence so that like you can read and
I'm visual, so
oh,
if it's a podcast, I have to see it. So I don't like driving and listening to people talk. I'm like, God, no. I'm listening to music, right? Like I'm just listening to music. But if it's a podcast, like let's say I'm watching Joe Rogan, or if I'm watching Pat Bet David, or anything Jordan Peterson is on, it's like I have to watch it. If I'm not that type of person that could put on the TV and do stuff.
oh, me either. I can't like be on. I can't even be on the phone with someone and be like typing an email. Like I
No,
literally have to be like, I gotta get off the phone or I got like one thing at a time.
I can't be watching TV and on my phone. Like
Yeah, no.
it's like no, I can't.
Yeah.
I have to watch it because as soon as my eyes change, like I'm just in something else. So podcasts I love watching but not listening. Audible I can't do because I can't concentrate. Reading I can because it's like I'm fully concentrated. And sometimes I have to read out loud because if I don't read out loud, I'll just get completely lost in the page. I'm just like, what the fuck did I read? Like,
Yeah, that's
you're just
right.
reading words, like, and then you're not, putting it together. But I do like to read. One thing is, I got to figure out how you can, like a Jordan Peterson one that you'll
Who is
like.
Jordan Peterson?
It's a clinical psychologist,
Oh, okay.
um, who has some really, really, what I would say, contrarian views to emotion, but rather provides facts.
Okay.
So a lot of people that I've introduced to him, it's funny. Someone sent me a message that said, "Man, I love this guy," because they had never heard about him, and like I sent them some clips, and then later in the week, I received the message that said, "God, I hate this guy,"
Oh, wow.
but he's right on a lot of things because it's not a matter of opinion, right? Obviously, you and I can have an opinion,
Yeah.
but the numbers are what they are. 1 + 1 = 2. And now you have a clinical psychologist telling you this is how women are, this is how men are, and it's not a matter of opinion, it's a matter of fact. If you decide to have an opinion, well, sure, you can have something. But he talks about religion, he talks about personality profiles, um, he talks about woke culture, he talks about children. Again, he's a
Yeah, you're gonna have to send
psychologist.
that to me, especially if he has like I don't know why I love TikTok all of a sudden. TikTok's like the
Oh, he
only
has a
thing I
TikTok.
use. But
Mhm.
I'll look into that. Or any good books that you're reading, but I need to finish the books that I have first.
Do you read for pleasure or for fun?
Ugh. My books are more like for example, like You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. It's like
Oh,
a
I thought you were telling me. Yeah, of course I
I
am.
am a badass. You're a badass too. But like that book is very just about like personal development, just like getting out of your head.
Yeah.
And that book works for me because I'm always in my head thinking a million things a minute. And so that book, when I first started reading it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this chick is just like me." But
What's her name?
Jen Sincero,
Jen Sincero.
yes, and she just gives you the reminder that like you are a badass.
So that's one of the things that I had to do recently, which was hmm. So one thing that I had to do recently was stop reading for business. stop reading for personal development. Because
Hmm.
then me, as like the way that my day runs, it becomes overwhelming because it's all self-development, business, finances. It's like
So you want to read something like Harry Potter?
correct.
Okay, like something that gets you out of your the.
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
that's my favorite book.
Wow.
Yeah. Um,
Did not
uh,
expect that one.
yeah, it's my favorite book. I have all the editions. I have a couple of
Is
movies.
this a joke? I th- 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
I've never heard a man say that.
It's
I've
a
ever.
book by George Clooney about like the gray hair and as you get older
Oh,
and as
yeah,
a
that's the book you're talking about? Okay. I was like, where's this leading to?
no, it's absolutely not.
Uh,
No, but I need to get my mind into a different state. So like The Count of Monte Cristo, which is a book like that thick.
no thanks.
You know what I mean? I bought all the classics. So I bought Tom Sawyer. I bought Dante's Inferno.
Wow, okay.
Classics. Like these are books that have been around for hundreds of years.
To Kill a Mockingbird? That's like one
No,
of my favorite books that I
I didn't buy
actually
that one.
remember.
But I bought a bunch of books to be like, I need my mind on a different wavelength because if I'm always on the personal development, always looking at like how to do Airbnbs, how to invest, how to look at finances, it's like it saturates you. And the only person that can control the content you're consuming is yourself.
Well, and everybody that, around is always like, I have to be more successful. I have to be more fit. I have to be this and this and this. And it's like, you're neglecting maybe your true self in that. And you need to, yeah, take a deep dive into like other things and what makes you happy and not care so much about like, I need to be, like I feel like maybe it's just California, I don't know, but it's like everyone's so just money hungry. It's like if you're not busy, like if you're not responding to people like, "Oh, I'm really busy, like I have no time." Like that's a bad look when it should be the reverse. Like it should be like, "Oh, I'm doing great." Like, you have time during your day to relax, to see a friend, to read a book, to have a podcast, but also like I believe like you should be able to live life and hit all tangents in order to be actually happy and healthy. So I can see that. And it's like, I'd rather be like happy than I would be like, oh, I'm just constantly busy and I barely have time to like, you know, for myself or like to go, I barely have time to go to the bathroom because I'm constantly working or I'm constantly appeasing other people. Like, gotta take care of yourself, guys, Like, um,
There's
gosh.
also a time and a place, right? So if if you want to read motivational stuff, like in my mind, everybody has the same 24 hours a day.
Yes.
So I don't have enough time. Yeah, you do. Get up earlier.
Get up earlier.
Get up. It's that simple. I don't have enough time. Get up earlier.
See,
I don't
that's
have
not simple to me though.
it, if
Actually, what time do you wake? Well, what time do you wake up? I know you asked me what time I go to sleep, but I'm used to, if I'm like needing to be somewhere really early, I can be up at 6 if I need to, but like I think my time to be up is like 8, to be honest. Like I don't think I need to. I'm not Oprah Winfrey. Like I don't feel like I need to be up at 5:30 to be super successful. And actually, I tested that for like a few years ago. I said I'm gonna wake up at 5:30 and I'm gonna go work out and I'm gonna door knock. And I swear I did it for a few weeks, and I was like, I'm done by 10 a.m. Like it
you're
was just,
spent.
yeah, by 10 a.m. I was like, okay, what do I do now? Like
Yeah.
there was really nothing else to do. I mean, there was, but it was like, okay, this whole wake up at 5:30 thing, I get it. Everyone's like, oh, the most successful people do it, but I'm like, is that really necessary? Because I'm good with 8 a.m. honestly.
I naturally wake up like at 5 or 6 a.m. Like,
Naturally.
yeah,
What time do you go to sleep?
like one,
What the heck?
2.
I have this theory that women need more sleep than men. And I have this theory, and it's funny that it's been in my head, and I saw a video on it recently where science was basically proving yes, women for some reason tend to need more sleep than men. And I was like, that makes sense because I'm over here like, I need 7 to 8 hours. I feel like some people can live off of like 4 and you're fine. It sounds like you're fine after 4 or 5. Like, how?
But I'm dead by Friday. You know, by Friday night, I'm just like I need a nap.
Zombie.
Yeah, but I wake up pretty early and again, like if I want to paint, for example, like someone could say, "Well, I don't have time to paint." Yeah, you do. Again, you schedule it or you wake up
Yeah.
early enough. Or instead of watching TV, then you paint or you read a book. It's priorities. You for something important, for something you want, you will find time. So when someone says, "Oh, I can't see you." Yeah, you can. You just don't think it's that important. You'll make time for the important things. You'll make
Agree.
time for your family, for your partner, for your relationships, for business, for hobbies. If it's that important to you, you will make time. Otherwise, it's not that important.
I agree with you on that.
Well, with that,
Bid you adieu.